Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about the black vote and is it actually free for the Democratic Party? So, President Joe Biden once said, "You're not black if you don't vote for me." And I just found that insane. He was on the Breakfast Club and stated that. And I was just shocked at how much the black vote has deteriorated in the eyes of the Democratic Party. And for years, I was probably 17, the first time I spoke to my parent and stated, hey, why would you vote Democrat? And I'm not telling people how to vote, by the way. I don't want you to think that I'm trying to sway anyone's opinion. But I just asked, why would you vote Democrat? And the reason why I asked is because, are you just following the group? Are you following the herd, monkey see, monkey do? Or do you actually have real reasons for the decision that you're making? Did you actually put some thought behind the decision that you're making? There was a point in time where my mom would literally tell me, hey, make sure you vote Democrat. And I would ask her, what are your reasons for voting Democrat? And she said, oh, just do it. Just like, you have to have a base to stand on. You have to have a specific reason for telling someone to do something, right? You should know why you're voting for someone. And, you know, when you see crime rise, especially in the city that I'm from, like, I still have I still have a heart for New York City. When you see the migrant population of illegal migrants rise from 400,000 a year under former President Trump to 3 million a year under President Joe Biden, it is very disheartening to see that it is so effortless to now cross the borders into America illegally, right? Now, although I somewhat agree with the position of allowing those migrants who have been in the U.S. for over 10 years and are married to still stay within the U.S., I disagree with the fact that they should be receiving benefits, tax-paying dollars that we all pay into. I disagree with that. And then at the same point, I completely understand anyone who is angry with me agreeing with a portion of that because they still did it illegally, and it is not fair to those who came into the country legally. So I know that my parents are first generation in America, and they all came legally. I didn't have the burden of having to figure things out. They did all of that. Their struggle of doing it legally is what allowed me to have the smooth transition that I now have as a fully born and raised American citizen. But I also understand that everyone's spewing that, you know, everyone should come legally were already born and raised in America, or their parents did it legally themselves, right? So there is some bias there. There is some bias there. We don't know the situations in which these people are coming from. But for the herds to be coming in at 3 million a year is absolutely insane, absolutely ridiculous, and it is dumbfounding that this is even allowed to happen, right? Before we had a border, now we have no border whatsoever. And even as Americans, my greed bell is ringing off because I know Those who are transporting these people across to our borders, they are making millions right now. They are making millions of dollars. I mean, 1,000 to 4,000 per trip just to get to our borders. I'm pretty sure these people are making millions of dollars right now. It is a business to enter the United States illegally right now. And whew, man, oh man. Oh man. It's insane. But the black vote, you know, it's sad to say stand for something. It's sad to say I would be so happy whether you vote Democrat or Republican if you just believe in what you're doing and have a reason for what you're doing. You understand? It's the people who don't have a reason for what they're doing. They don't know what they're voting for. They just hate this person because of something someone else said. They don't read any of the policies. They don't know what is being put in order. They don't look at the actions, the actionable steps that we're taking to secure our nation, property taxes, taxes period, on the rich, on the poor, on the middle class, most especially the middle class, because those are the only people who really ever get taxed. And then migrants, police brutality. Police are now being brutalized by migrants. Like, all of these things that shouldn't happen. It was insane to hear that a police had their car stolen by a migrant recently. Insane to hear that. Now, I don't like to make it a race thing, but a black person would never even think of stealing a police cruiser. But a migrant from a whole nother country is coming into America and still alive after doing something like that, because I couldn't fathom me doing that and still being alive. Let's be real. So it is absolutely insane what is going on. Look at the policies. Look at what you want out of your president. What is actually being done to benefit you for the next 4 years of your existence? Is there any policies that you actually agree with? Is there any policies that you want in place that are not in place? Do any of these policies benefit you as a black person or as an individual, period? Right? Open borders, that doesn't benefit me. I don't care for that. I absolutely don't. It doesn't. It doesn't benefit me. It doesn't benefit my family. It doesn't benefit where my taxes go. I work hard 12 months out of the year, and I would like to know that my streets are clean and my roads are paved, and every time I drive around, someone doesn't have their hand out asking me for what I've just worked for 40 hours this week or more. And so, yes, we want clean streets. Yes, we want paved roads. Our park is being redone right over here. Thankfully, my tax dollars are going to things that I may want to look at and see. But again, what bills are being passed? What decisions are being made that actually benefit you, that you actually agree with? You'll be surprised if you just Google some of the proposed spending bills, some of the proposed actions that people are taking on your behalf, on your tax-paying dollars, that your decision might remain the same or it might change. And I just don't want, I just absolutely don't want the black vote to continue to be cheap. For someone to say, hey, you're not black if you don't vote for me. For someone to say, hey, your vote was already mine to begin with. Why do I even need to campaign? And then that brings on my next point. Again, I'm not endorsing any candidate whatsoever, but to see former President Donald Trump enter Harlem or the Bronx and speak with the people It says a lot. It says a lot about what New York is about, or what's changing within New York. It says a lot about the mindset shifting now. You know, he's already there for the lawsuits. He might as well go and speak to the people. Like, and the people aren't dumb. I'm not dumb. This is the first time that I'm going to speak candidly on this situation. But we all know that he's obviously being targeted. Obviously being targeted in terms of, let's get this person jailed. Let's get this person convicted. And they did convict him of a crime. Will he go to jail? He'll never go to jail. He'll never see the light of a jail cell. We all know this. But they'll try their best to continue to prosecute, to continue to destroy his money and his income, to continue to do whatever they can to continue to prosecute this president. Now, there's something that I didn't agree with that former President Trump stated, which was that all presidents and former presidents should have qualified immunity. Absolutely not. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Too much power in the wrong hands could be very detrimental to all people. No one should have absolute power, and having qualified immunity would grant way too much power to any president. Former President Donald Trump should not have qualified immunity and should be able to be held to the full extent of the law as everyone else. We understand that with the presidency comes very tough decisions, which may require you to order the death of individuals, especially of foreigners, especially of other countries. And so just pressing that red button could mean you've literally terminated millions and billions of lives. And we understand that the presidency is a tough position to be in, where you can literally have lives hanging in the balance. But when it comes to the U.S. citizens, because those are the lives that you're accountable for, when there are riots in the Capitol at your expense and nothing is done to quell that down, I can see you being held accountable for that. I can see you being held liable for that. But all the other stuff that is being thrown around, whether it's what money went where or this and that, we could care less. I could care less, right? And so I'm not saying that I don't care where our tax-paying dollars are going, but within reason, I could care less. Now, does the black vote matter, people? You got to answer that question for me. Are you voting to follow the herd, or are you voting because you actually have something to stand on? You actually have policies and rules that you agree with? Let me know in the comment section down below. Just go ahead and comment down below what you want. I'm not asking you to subscribe, not asking you to do anything else, but let me know what you truly believe down in the comment section. And if you like this video, again, you know what to do. So, you know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.